Hey friends, and welcome back. Today I'll share with you all the smart techniques to solve each question type and also the important tips that helped me score band 9 in IELTS reading 3 times. Follow these strategies and I'm sure it's going to be helpful for you too. Let's begin. There are several types of questions in IELTS reading and each question type has its own technique of solving it. You need to identify each question type and learn the unique ways to solve them. I'll be teaching the exact techniques here, so please watch this video till the end. For questions such as matching headings and matching paragraph information, the answers do not follow the passage order. So read the first para first, understand what it says, then come to these options and select the right answer. Then read the second para, understand it, then come to these options and select the right answer. Follow this technique for all the paras one by one. In reading, scanning is a very important technique that you must use for the question types I'm about to mention in the upcoming points. First, understand what scanning is. In scanning, you identify the keyword in the question, then go to the passage and look for that keyword. Once you get that keyword, then you do careful reading of that para and identify the answer. Let me give you an example. Question 15 is, for this, send your blank details and current vehicle inspection documents. We have to use scanning technique here. So first we will identify the keywords in the question. The keywords can be details and current vehicle inspection documents. Now our next step is look at the passage and find those keywords in the passage. You don't have to find everything, just look around and locate those keywords. Okay, we have found the keywords here. Since we got it in this para, we will read this para properly to understand what they want to say. Once we understood the para, we are able to locate the answer. The answer here will be shipment, which we will put in question 15. Now read the sentence to check if the answer matches with the statement. For this, send your shipment details and current vehicle inspection documents. Yes, the answer matches with the statement. This is how the scanning technique works. We first identify the keyword in the question, then look for that keyword in the passage. Once we found the para where the keyword is mentioned, you read that para particularly and then you find the answer. Once you get the answer, put that answer back in the statement and check if the statement has formed correctly. Once you feel the statement is correct, then that is the answer. In features matching question type, the features are given in the box. It can be names or countries or any proper noun. The features mentioned in the box always appear in the same order in the passage. For example, in the passage the name Pfeffer will appear first, then the name Lucas, and so on. The technique you must use for this question type is, for example here, look at the first name Pfeffer. Then go to that passage and scan for name Pfeffer. Once you get that, carefully read and understand that para where Pfeffer is mentioned, then come back to the options 27 to 31 and select the right answer. This is the technique you must use for this question type. In matching sentence endings question type, the question statements, example 18 to 21 here, will be in the correct order in the passage. You need to locate the keywords in these question statements, scan for them in the passage, find the answer and match it with the answers given in the box here. Remember that the sentences will always be paraphrased. You will not find the exact sentence word by word. In true, false not given and yes, no not given, the questions are always in the correct order as the passage, but the statements are paraphrased. When you write the answer, always write the full word, TRUE for true and so on, so that it is clear for the examiner. For multiple choice question type, the questions follow the passage order. So first read the question and mark the keywords, scan for the keywords in the para, read and understand its para, only then come to the options and select the right one. Don't read all the options before reading the para, that will cause confusion and wastage of time. Remember that all the options will be present in the para, but only the right answer will match, rest will contradict. If you are sure an option is wrong, then strike off that option. This way would also help you to get to the right answer. For question types such as summary, notes, sentence, table, flowchart, and diagram completion, the questions follow the same order as the passage. So solve one by one using scanning technique. Remember, the statements will be paraphrased. Never do the mistake of reading the whole passage first. That will waste your time. Always follow the right technique of each question type to get the answer. In academic reading, 39 to 40 right answers will give band 9. But in general training, 39 right answers will give band 8.5. So you need more right answers to get a higher score in general reading. In academic reading, there are 3 sections with 3 long passages, but in general, there are 3 sections with 5 short passages. Total time is 60 minutes for both academic and general reading. Section 1 is the easiest and section 3 is the hardest. That's why it's better to spend 15 minutes in section 1, 20 minutes in section 2 and 25 minutes in section 3. You need to finish writing and checking within this time. You must write all the answers in the answer sheet directly because you don't get extra time to transfer your answers. Read the instruction carefully. When an instruction is given for the number of words allowed, your answer must be within that word limit. For example, one word and or a number, your answer can be one word, one number, or it can be one word and a number. If the instruction says numbers, you're allowed to write more numbers. I have made a video on this along with example and I will link it below. Do check it out for better understanding. If you get the instruction to write word only but passage mentions 50, write the word FIFTY 50, not 50. If you write the number 50, it will be marked wrong because the instruction did not allow number. That's why you must read every instruction carefully as instruction changes for every different question type. When the instruction says write the correct letter, you must write the letters A, B, C and so on, not the words. When the instruction says write the correct number, you must write the correct number. Make sure the grammar is correct. When you get an answer, put the answer in the question sentence to check if the sentence sounds right. You cannot change the form of the word. Write the answers exactly as mentioned in the passage. Spellings must be correct and write all the answers in capital letters to be on the safe side. In paper-based tests, write answers using pencil. Also practice using the IELTS reading answer sheet so that you are familiar with the format. I will link this sheet below. Please attempt all the questions because there are no negative markings. When practicing, make sure to practice in exam-like conditions where you solve one reading test in 60 minutes. Time management is very important because 60 minutes is not enough for IELTS reading. You will be able to complete all the questions in 60 minutes only if you can manage time efficiently, and that is possible only if you practice it well in exam-like conditions. Also read articles from BBC or National Geographic to get used to complex passages. Never waste time on a single question. If you ever feel you are stuck on a question, mark it to be done later and finish the remaining questions first. Later, you can complete that question. Although the passages will be complex, IELTS is only testing your level of English and not your level of academic or scientific knowledge. So you will be able to answer the questions purely by understanding English, although you don't have knowledge about those topics. Finally, always aim for band 9 in reading section because reading is easier when compared to writing and speaking. So if you get band 9 in reading, It will boost your overall score, which will be very useful in your future. These are the tips that helped me score band 9 in IELTS reading. Let me know which reading tip you found useful in this video. I'll be posting more videos on IELTS writing, reading, speaking and listening, so please subscribe to this channel and I'll see you soon. Take care.